Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joanne. I make fitness and healthy lifestyle content, so if you're into that, make sure you subscribe and join this community. So I'm filming this intro after cooking. I forgot to make an intro beforehand, but what I've made some rice. I've made lentils, liver, spinach, roast potatoes, and some peppers. So my plan is to alternate between the liver and the lentils for lunch and supper. And then I'll have the roast potatoes with an omelette made with the peppers in the morning for breakfast. And then I'll also pair the spinach with either the camembert and or the liver. So also in this video you won't see me chopping up things. I've already chopped up I chopped everything up before filming. So yeah, let's get rolling on the meal prep.
Let's get right into it. We are going to be cooking 3 things at the same time. We start by frying the onions for the liver and lentils. Also, we'll start boiling the potatoes with some salt. Stir the salt in. We are also going to add in ginger and garlic to the liver and lentils pots and let them cook together with the onions. Once they're cooked, we'll add tomatoes to both pots. I used 2 tomatoes for the lentils and 1.5 for the liver. We'll add spices at this point. For the lentils, I added salt, onion powder, black pepper, mixed spices, and garlic powder and paprika. For the liver, I added salt, onion, and garlic powder and paprika. You can add any spices you like. I personally don't like my food being too hot or spicy. We are then going to stir everything properly, then cover with a lid to let the tomatoes cook. Let's check on the potatoes by poking them with a fork. At this point, the fork could barely go through, so I let them cook some more. Meanwhile, the tomatoes are already cooked. I'll start by putting in my washed liver. Unfortunately, I forgot to tell the butcher not to cut mine into pieces because I was distracted, so it still has the membrane. If you can, carry the whole liver home and remove the membrane because they never do that for you at the butchery. The membrane is what makes it chewy. That and also overcooking it. We'll stir everything nicely, then cover it and leave it to cook. Now let's go to the lentils. Make sure to use a different miko for this. My lentils recipe is simple but tasty. You can always experiment and add coconut cream. I like to just add the lentils in, then add water. You can also use broth instead of water. Basically guys, have fun with your food. Cook foods that you enjoy eating or cook them the way you like to enjoy them. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring and bland. My poor potatoes are cooked more than they needed to be cooked, the faults of multitasking. We'll drain them and let them cool. The lentils are now properly defrosted, so I added water and let them boil. At this point, the liver is well cooked. All I did was check if the salt was okay, added some and then turned off the heat and set it aside. Liver is a good addition to your diet. It's a good source of vitamin A, B12 and iron. It's also high in protein, which is a win for anyone trying to build or maintain muscle, and also a win for any adult that's growing older because we need more protein as we age. It has about 23 grams of protein per 100 grams. So now we'll start on the spinach. I added some oil and onions to the sufuria, and as they cook, we'll check on the lentils, which are done. I added some coriander leaves, stirred them in, then turned off the heat. Once the onions were cooked, I added the spinach. I kept it simple as well. We are basically just steaming them for a few minutes, less than 5 actually. I then added some salt, covered them and let them steam. Onto the potatoes. I seasoned them with black pepper, paprika and onion powder. I really love onion powder even though it tends to stick together and clump up. I also added a bit of oil. just the bare minimum to help the spices stick to the potatoes. I then tossed the potatoes to make sure they were all seasoned. I had to be gentle with these because they were overcooked. If you do try it, boil them until al dente. I think that's the cooking word for it. I'm not a chef, guys. Once everything is well coated, we'll add some oil to a pan or pot. The goal is just to brown them, so we are going to shallow fry them until they are crispy. I don't know why I didn't consider roasting them in the oven, but that's something you can try. If you have an air fryer, even better. And finally, we are going to steam some peppers. Add some oil and onions to a pot, then add the peppers and let them cook for a minute or so. I was going to add this to my egg in the morning, so I didn't want to overcook them. One of my goals is to eat more veggies, so this is me attempting to do that. I intend to add salads to my diet once it gets warmer. As of now, I feel like it's too cold to have salads. I did also add some salt and paprika, so I'm going to use these peppers to make an omelette in the morning. This is how I served it up. I had the potatoes, some avocado, and then I cooked some eggs with the peppers. Now that everything is ready, let's pack it all up. This week I had both the liver and the lentils with rice. I always have rice in my fridge, so that's one of the reasons you won't see me make it on meal prep days unless it just happens that it ended on a Sunday. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope you got some meal ideas or meal prep inspo. Let me know if you'd like to see more of my weekly meal preps in the comment section. Also make sure to like this video and subscribe below if you're looking for a community that will inspire you to take care of yourself, your body and your health. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.